Hey, Retro Renegades. Did someone say a countdown? Welcome back to Mint with Card, everybody. Grab your headphones, crank that volume, and settle in. Because today, we're kicking things off with a full-blown top 10 countdown. This is the kind of show where the neon hums, the turntables spin, and the host leans into the mic with that strap in. It's about to get wild energy. But around here, our hits don't chart on the radio. They chart on the shelf. And if there's one thing collectors love as much as a good haul, it's a good top 10 list. They're dramatic, they're chaotic, they're controversial, and they always spark at least 3 internal arguments and 1 full shelf rearrangement. Today, we're counting down the figures that stole the spotlight, broke the rules, and demanded a spot in the year's greatest hits. This is the Mint with Card Top 10. And trust me, every entry is a banger. Let's drop the needle on number 10. She's small, she's pink, and she very much surprised me this year. A Cracker Barrel exclusive strawberry shortcake. Proof that sometimes the tiniest figures bring the biggest flavor. Here's the quick story. Andrew over at Gatie's Toys put out a call for anyone stateside who could snag one. And since I live in a place where Cracker Barrel is basically a cultural landmark, I stepped up. I grabbed one for him, and because FOMO is undefeated, grabbed one for myself too. Honestly, she won me over instantly. Boss Fight Studios have been cooking with this line for a while, and now they've definitely got my attention. In fact, I liked her so much, I went back for seconds. And thirds. Blueberry muffin, orange blossom, the whole dessert tray came home with me. Do these figures have issues? Oh yeah. These figures are top heavy enough to qualify as paperweights. But hey, that's what figure stands are for. And once they're locked in, they look fantastic on the shelf. And that's why Strawberry Shortcake kicks off the Mint with Card Top 10 action figures of 2025. All sliding in the number 9 spot is a figure I never had growing up, but he still hit me like a blast from the past. The one, the only, Dr. Mindbender. Now look, I am a casual classified collector. Only 2 figures deep so far, but even from the sidelines, this mad scientist demanded my attention. And while I'm gearing up for Dial Tone, Mainframe, and Law & Order in 2026, it was Mindbender who stole the show this year. Just look at him. Bald, shirtless, and absolutely unhinged in the most G.I. Joe way possible. The sculpt, killer. The accessories, completely over the top. The shelf presence, off the charts. For a so-called casual fan, this figure made a serious impact. That's why Dr. Mindbender locks in at number 9. Proof that sometimes the figures you missed as a kid end up being the ones that hit hardest. Rolling into the number 8, we've got a 2-for-1 special. The Super 7 Deluxe Tigra and Cheetara. Now here's the deal. I skipped the $65 Ultimates versions, but when these deluxe editions dropped for $35 each, that was an easy yes. And honestly, they delivered. They look fantastic anchoring the Thundercat shelf. And if Super 7 gives us a deluxe Anthro, the main 4 will finally be reunited in style. Sure, Mattel dipped into Thundercats territory this year with that Motu crossover line, but these Super 7 releases, they scratch the itch perfectly. That's why Tigra and Cheetara tag team their way into the number 8 spot. Proof that sometimes patience pays off, and sometimes the deluxe price is just right. Making waves at number 7 is a figure so fresh, he hasn't even been reviewed on the channel yet. McFarlane's DC Super Friends Aquaman from Wave 3. Wave 3 dove deep this year, and while Aquaman anchors the spot, I couldn't help scooping up Bizarro and Brainiac 2. This whole wave is overflowing with great figures. I'm still fishing for the Wonder Twins. Hopefully, I can reel them in soon. But 3 out of 6 already proves Wave 3 is making a serious splash. I may pass on that Bizarro Batman. Meh. Aquaman may sit at number 7, but he's swimming near the top of my personal favorites. And if this line keeps flowing, here's hoping Wonder Woman joins the tide. For now, Aquaman stands as proof that Wave 3 is riding high in the collector community. Sliding into the number 6 spot with pure wicked style, it's Masterverse New Eternia Evil Lyn. Mattel didn't just deliver here. They unleashed a full-blown sorceress showcase. Evil Lyn's always had that dangerous mystique, and this version cranks it straight into the red. The sculpt, razor sharp, elegant, and menacing. That face sculpt alone is a total showstopper. The accessories, spellcasting hands, staff, all the arcane essentials. She is built to be a centerpiece. The moment she hits the shelf, she owns it. This is that perfect blend of vintage attitude and modern artistry. Evil Lyn locks in at number 6, reminding us exactly why this hobby hits the way it does. We've hit the halfway mark in the countdown, and coming in at number 5, shelf 3, this one's for you. It's another Masterverse heavy hitter. The Mattel Creations exclusive, Mossman. Let's be honest, when this figure was first announced, the question on everyone's mind, where's the flocking? No fuzz, no bugs. Here's the twist. This Mossman doesn't need it. What he lacks in fluff, he makes up for in pure presence. This figure is massive. He towers over the rest of the line and brings an elemental, almost mythic energy to your shelf. The sculpt work, the bark textures, the leafy details, the earthy tones gives him a real Guardian of the Forest vibe. The accessories are solid, but honestly, the figure itself is the show. This version of Mossman feels less like a repainted Beastman and more like a force of nature. He's not just a green guy, he's a statement piece. Put him on your shelf and suddenly the whole display feels alive. That's why Mossman locks in at number 5. Big, bold, and impossible to ignore. Crashing into the number 4 spot, we're heading straight into the glorious, campy chaos of the 1987 Masters of the Universe movie. And the standout, bringing that cult classic energy to the shelf, Masterverse Blade. Blade was one of the movie's breakout villains, a swashbuckling mercenary with attitude. And this Masterverse figure captures every bit of that cinematic swagger. The armor detailing is sharp, The scarred face and eye patch give him that battle-tested grit, and the accessories seal the deal. 2 swords and a laser whip because Blade never shows up under armor. He looks like he stepped right out of 87 and onto your shelf. What makes this release shine is how it blends nostalgia with fresh energy. He's not just a movie type, he's a full-on Masterverse powerhouse. Even if you skip the rest of the film figures, Blade alone makes the line feel worth it. That's why Masterverse Blade slices his way into number 4. Pure cult classic menace with modern shelf presence. We've cracked the top 3, and you knew Origins had to show up eventually. And not with one figure, but a full-blown power duo. Coming in at number 3 is the Mattel Creations She-Ra and Swiftwind 2-pack. Released for She-Ra's 40th anniversary, this set hits like a milestone moment for the Origins lines. You get an updated cartoon collection She-Ra, looking bold, bright, and every bit the Princess of Power. And for the first time ever in Origins, we finally get a horse, Swiftwind. She-Ra looks fantastic, but Swiftwind is the real showstopper. Great sculpt, dynamic wings, posable legs. He's not just a mount, he's a full figure with real presence. Put them together and they don't just sit on a shelf, they command it. This 2-pack feels big, in size, in impact, and in what it means for the line. Even as someone who keeps Origins mint on card, this set makes you want to crack it open and let She-Ra take flight. That's why She-Ra and Swiftwind soar into number 3, a true milestone for Origins. Coming in at number 2, we're heading straight into the world of NECA's Sesame Street collection. And the figure that absolutely stole the spotlight, none other than Count Von Count. Sesame Street is a cultural cornerstone, and seeing it translated into figure form has been nothing short of magical. And the Count, NECA knocked him out of the park. He looks like he stepped right off the set. Sharp sculpt, expressive eyes, that iconic grin, and premium textures on the suit and cape. The accessories bring it home. Extra hands, props, and yes, his beloved number 2. Every pose feels like a moment from the show. On the shelf, he's pure Sesame Street charm. A personality in plastic with presence, humor, and nostalgia baked into every detail. This isn't just a figure. It's a tribute to a character who defined childhood joy for generations. That's why Count Von Count claims the number 2 spot, a perfect blend of sculpt, character, and collector magic. Before we settle up for number 1, it's time for a special moment in our countdown. A long-distance dedication to a figure who may have not made the list this year, but will always ride high in my collector's heart. This one goes out to Rio Blast, the gunslinger of Grayskull. Part cowboy, part space ranger, and all attitude. He's the kind of character who looks like he wandered out of a spaghetti western, took a wrong turn into Eternia, and decided to stay a while. With that rugged face, frontier armor, and more hidden blasters than a one-man arsenal, Rio Blast brings personality the second he hits the shelf. Chest cannons, leg launchers, arm blasters, every panel pops open with another surprise. He's a full action scene packed into one figure. Vintage or modern, he's pure cowboy chaos in the best way. The kind of hero who could lasso a horde trooper, fire off a laser blast, and still tip his hat on the way out. Except Mattel didn't give him a hat. He may not be in the top 10, but as the rootin' tootin' laser shooting legend of my childhood, Rio Glass will always hold a top spot where it counts. And here we are, the top spot, the crown jewel, the figure that towered above every release in 2025. My number one figure of the year, Masterverse New Eternia, Mantenna. Mattel didn't just go creepy with this one. They went full monster movie masterpiece. Mantenna has always been one of the freakiest members of the Evil Horde, and this new Eternia version cranks that nightmare energy all the way up. Twisted anatomy, grotesque detailing, those bulging bug-eyed stares. He looks like he crawled out of a horror lab and wandered straight into Eternia. He's weird, he's wild, and he's unforgettable. And the gimmick? Pure collector gold. You literally rip off his face to swap out the eyeballs. It's gruesome, it's hilarious, and it's exactly the kind of bizarre brilliance that makes Mantenna stand out from the entire Masterverse lineup. On the shelf, he doesn't just catch your eye, he owns the whole display. Massive, menacing, and gripping with creepshow charm. If you're posing him, clear some space, because this dude demands real estate. When I put this list together, there was never any doubt. From the moment I got him in hand, Mantenna was the one. The weirdest, wildest, most wonderful, monstrous figure of the year. And the undisputed number one of 2025. What a year 2025 turned out to be. Starting this channel, learning the ropes, experimenting, stumbling, improving. It's been chaotic, exciting, and unforgettable. But more than the figures or the countdowns, this year was about change, about growth, about stepping into something new and finally letting myself chase it. And at the heart of all of that was my sister. She's the one who pushed me to start Mint with Card before it even had a name. She believed in every wild idea, every late night edit, every moment I doubted whether any of this was worth posting. Her encouragement is woven into every video I've ever made. As I move into 2026, I'm continuing this journey on my own. But her presence is still here. In the spark that keeps me recording, in the joy I feel sharing this hobby, in the heartbeat of this channel. Mint with Card exists because of her. And every new figure, every laugh, every bit of collector chaos is a thank you. She's part of this channel, she's part of me, and she always will be. I love you, I miss you, but the journey continues. And there you have it, my top 10 figures of 2025. From Origins nostalgia to Masterverse reinventions to NECA's Sesame Street magic. This year proved once again that collecting is so much more than plastic on a shelf. Every figure brought its own spark, its own story, its own moment in the spotlights. But what really makes this countdown special? It's you. The comments, the shout-outs, the display pics, the debates, that's the heartbeat of this hobby. The community turns every haul into a celebration and every shelf into a shared story. Here's to more surprises, more exclusives we absolutely didn't plan to buy, and more countdowns as we keep building this wild, joyful collector world together. Mint with Card has always been about more than the toys. It's about the people who make this journey worth taking. This isn't just my ride. It's ours, and I can't wait to keep it rolling into 2026. Bigger reveals, crazier drops, and plenty of collector chaos along the way. Until then, guys, stay minty, stay fresh, and we'll see you all next year. Bye.